that Mayor Levine Cava, the Board of County Commissioners, on behalf of the Chairman Oliver Gilbert and all of us here, we declare in Miami-Dade County today, Make Us Visible Day in Miami-Dade County. So congratulations for all of your work.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. I am so proud to be here with Make Us Visible Florida, celebrating the passage of our legislation for AAPI history inclusion in our K-12 curriculum.
Yeah. So how was it? Was it difficult? Can you tell us the process so for the people that don't know what you have to go through, endure mentally? Please let us know.
Yeah. So I started this initiative because I was concerned for my community. A lot of people reached out regarding concern and fear and safety for their loved ones at the height of the pandemic. As we know, we saw a lot of rise of anti-Asian American hate crimes and attacks. And when I realized that education was the #1 preventive solution to stopping ignorance and hate and violence, then I started to research how can we ensure our children learn about AAPI history, because upon reflection I realized I never learned AAPI history in school. And when I saw in the Florida law there was currently Holocaust education, African American history, Hispanic heritage, and women's contributions, it made sense that if AAPI history was included, we would now be able to be taught alongside all of these other amazing histories, because our worlds, our history is intertwined, and so it's super important for us to be able to see ourselves as Asian Americans reflected in the history books. And so when I saw that we were not listed, I tried to start a petition on change.org, and we got over 15,000 signatures by the end of the petition to require AAPI history in our K-12 curriculum. And the legislative process was grueling. I'm not gonna lie, it was not an easy process. I am a Kung Fu teacher. I am not a legislative expert. I do not understand policy. And so I was just a volunteer trying to see how it could make a difference. And I reached out to a group called Make Us Visible, who was already having some of their legislation work underway, and I wanted to kind of not have to reinvent the wheel and seek out advice from those that have done this before. And so I got connected to Make Us Visible, and that's how I started the state chapter for Make Us Visible Florida. I was very fortunate to get a bill sponsor early on, and that was Representative Ana Escamani and Senator Linda Stewart. And so we went on this journey to try to get our bill passed. And we went on a journey to get our bill passed, and last year in 2022, the bill, although it didn't pass or succeed, we built a foundation. And we have advocates of students, parents, and teachers from across the state of Florida, from diverse backgrounds, that have been supportive of this bill from day one. And so together, as a community, we all came together to testify on behalf of the bill, to support the bill, to call our legislators, to email them and let them know, like, this is something important to us. And this was not just the AAPI community, diverse communities, the BIPOC community came out to support us. And so it was so meaningful to feel that love and support. And this year, we were able to get the bill passed. While the standalone bill did not succeed, we were able to be amended so that our legislation, so our language of the bill was still included and is now signed into law.
Wow, that's amazing. Was it an instant that you connect to Make Us Visible, or was it like was there any friction, or was it just really easy, simple?
Actually, it was honestly very easy. I reached out to Illinois because I saw they were the first state to pass, and they connected me to the Asian American Education Project and the people that also worked on the PBS documentary Asian Americans. And from there, I met Kate, who's one of the co-founders of Make Us Visible, and they told me, here's a list of people. I emailed everyone, and Kate got back to me, and Make Us Visible was so supportive. I was overwhelmed by how much outreach and resources they were offering. They admitted they were also learning in this process. They're a very, very new organization. They're only a little over 2 years old, so we learned together, and that's kind of the Make Us Visible way. It's we all learn together, we all work together, we all grow together, and it's been just incredible to feel that support. So it was honestly very easy because it's a small team, You know, it's a small team of people that, just like us here in Florida, we were a small team and we just continue to build and grow.
Yeah, thank you for that. So sometimes when we're doing these kind of projects, a lot of times, you know, there's not a lot of, or is it could be easy, or was there any type of, you know, backlash or anything like that that you know of that you experienced while you were doing this?
So while I was doing the legislative work, like I said, this has been a 2-year process. So our team has been on the ground. We go to Tallahassee. We have been calling legislators. We've met with legislators for over 2 years. So the community here has been incredible because we were able to have, I think, over 80 organizations across the state that have been supportive. So they've been uplifting us and allowing us to kind of get the work done. After our bill passed, I was actually kind of surprised. I will say there were people that were confused about how this bill got passed because there's so much controversy in Florida regarding education. There's so many challenges in Florida regarding education. So we did see that there were people that just didn't understand necessarily how the bill was passed and that this was a community effort. And so we've been really working hard to let everyone nationwide know this can be done. Like, you as a citizen, you as a person who's just a volunteer can actually get legislation passed, which is kind of inspiring to me. And so it was difficult to find that there were people that didn't really understand what was happening here in Florida, and I'm so happy to be able to share that this was such a community-led effort across diverse organizations and backgrounds.
Great. Thank you so much for that. Now, for the people in the Asiana Post News that you were part of the Disney, is that correct? Can you explain that a little bit?
Sure, absolutely. So in the 1990s, they were drawing the animated feature Mulan. I am in Orlando, Florida. I am a Kung Fu teacher, and so we also work very closely with Disney, and through that, I was discovered, and Mark Henn, the lead animator for Mulan, as well as many other Disney princesses, chose me to be the model and martial arts video reference for the character. And so I spent several years doing work with Disney, and at that time it wasn't motion capture, it was live action video reference. So I would do all of the choreography for especially the martial arts sections. I would literally be videotaped as they would have filmed, and then they would use that to draw from. In addition, I went in for solo sessions where I would do poses to give the animators a chance to learn how to draw, especially the martial arts parts, right? So it was such an honor to be kind of immortalized as a Disney character, and it was really amazing to see how even today, so many years later, 25 years later, I believe, that character has resonated and been so meaningful to so many people.
Great. So what's next? What's next for the Make Us Visible? What's the next step?
Yeah, so the next step for Make Us Visible Florida is the curriculum development and implementation, which is definitely going to be a really tough challenge as well. We are currently mobilizing to reach out to teachers, educators, students, parents, pretty much the base of our coalition, to see how they want to be involved and in what way we can support the Department of Education, teachers, and districts. So we're working on building a robust curriculum that is going to be incrementally introduced over time. We're really committed to providing resources to the Department of Education so that we can ensure our history is taught accurately. It's going to be a several-year process, so hopefully though we'll be able to kind of hit the ground running in this next year and see some curriculum being taught in our schools.
Well, thank you so much, Mimi, and we're gonna keep following you, making sure that the stuff that you've been doing in the community and then empowering the Asian American is wonderful.
Thank you so much, Ed. Thanks for coming to our event today, and make sure you grab some food.
Thank you so much.